Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy and I am back with more of my Litchfield unknown unboxing. So if that sounds interesting, or even if it doesn't, stay tuned. All right, so I've got another box that I have never seen the contents of, and let's hope that we get some good stuff. So if you missed the last video, we're now going through the 20 or so boxes that I bought kind of sight unseen. It was kind of like I started to go, they had all these boxes in a corner of this super old store on the square, and I started to go through the boxes to kind of pick out what I wanted, but I didn't get very far. I mean, I literally got to maybe 3 items before Jason said to the lady, how much would you charge for the whole lot? And she came back and said $300, and I felt like that was fair, even though I don't know what's in them. But just on volume, I felt like that was fair, which is not a very good business decision. But now we're going through them to see what we've got. So the last box, the first box that we went through, I was pleasantly surprised. There were several old vintage children's books, which I think are marketable, and some old calendars, an almanac, a Montgomery Ward full catalog. So what am I hoping to get out of all these boxes? Well, I'm hoping to get stuff either that can just be resold as is and just be a quick flip. And some of the stuff I'm hoping I can break down for journal making or ephemera pack creations, that kind of stuff. So we'll see. And I apologize up front. It seems like because these were boxes of paper goods that it's going to be a lot of books and that kind of thing, which may not be all that interesting. So I probably need to break these videos up instead of just doing all of them in a row. So I will try to do that. I think I've got another box of stuff that I bought recently at Savers. So maybe I'll do that one next just to kind of break it up a little bit. But yes, that's where we're at. So let's get started. And I'm doing this out here in the living room because I didn't want to put these boxes on my bed because who knows? Who knows? But I absolutely love these children's books. Now, none of them have been all that great a shape. I mean, they've got, you know, a child back in the day enjoyed these. But look at these. I mean, this is great pictures. And this looks like crayon. So if I knew how I could get crayon off, I could try to kind of restore this a little bit and then turn it into a journal. What is this? Oh, a Joe DiMaggio. So this is a 1989, would have come in a baseball card set pack. So that's kind of random, a random item in this. Oh no, Old Yeller coloring book. Oh, see, I could not watch Old Yeller. And I think it was the Cosby Show where I first learned about Old Yeller. But okay, it's almost like, okay, this is the back because it opens this way. So I don't know what the front side used to be, but hey, it's coloring pages. And they don't well, I was gonna say they don't specifically mention Old Yeller, but they do. But they could still be useful. All right. Wonderful storybook. All right, so we've got some illustrated pages. Oh, there was Pinocchio. Is it all Pinocchio? Did it say, is that what it said out here? No. Oh, we've got the Swiss Family Robinson. Okay. Oh, well, why are these pages a different color? Black Beauty. All right, so it looks like we've got about 3 stories in here. And the age on this, if you were curious, 1939. So yeah, that I'll probably just break down the pages for things. I hope there's some Raggedy Ann books in here too. So we've got Johnny Cake. And I should apologize ahead of time. I don't know if we're gonna find any books that wouldn't be culturally appropriate. I don't know how to say that. Oh, I like this artwork though. So I'm gonna apologize now if we see, I honestly, I mean, unless it's like overtly obvious, may not even know. And it may not be until people say something in the comments. First issue, Richie Rich Digest Stories magazine. It's in pretty rough shape. That's fun though. I'm gonna pause and be right back. Hi, let me take a brief moment out of our video to let you know that today's video is sponsored by Junk for Goats. Junk for Goats is my business where I sell and resell vintage, antique, and some modern ephemera for all of your junk journaling or crafting needs. I have shops on Etsy, Whatnot, and I list my digital items on my coffee shop. All of the links for those are below in the description, so please check that out. It's also important to note that 10% of all the proceeds from my sales are used to purchase goats from Compassion International. Those goats are provided to families across the world to help them meet their own families' needs in terms of their diet, but they can also take and sell the milk and the cheese that they produce from their goats to their friends and family nearby, helping to provide them with an income source that is valuable in the areas in which they live. So if you would like to craft with a difference, please check out the description below. And as always, thank you, and please enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks. All right, I am back, and let's keep going. I just ate some yummy chicken Alfredo ravioli from Fazoli's. So that was really nice. All right, Dr. Seuss. More Dr. Seuss. Are any of these like worth anything? I mean, they've got great pictures, obviously. 1963. Almost hit myself in the face with a book again. Granted, these garage sales, okay, it's coming off pretty easily, so that's good. Aw. My Twin Puppies. That is darling. 1924. Okay, I need to mute my phone because several people in the family are talking about a movie they're going to see tomorrow. Okay. Well, shoot. I should save these for the grandkids, right? Someday, hopefully in the not so near future when we have grandkids. Those would be good books for them. Adventures of Tom Sawyer. I had to read Tom Sawyer in elementary school. So illustrated classic. Aw. McElligot's Pool. free when you buy one Crest, Wonder Prel, or Prel. So let's just see. This has got some great images. You guys remember Prel? Is Prel still around? So, okay, Salon Selectives. You guys remember Salon Selectives? Well, I know it, I feel like maybe I talked about this already. Well, after it ceased kind of being a thing at the regular stores, then it went to Dollar Tree, and now I can't even find it at Dollar Tree. This is from 1947. So that's how old Prel is. But yeah, so I'm really, because I had a heat spray, heat protectant spray that I really, really liked, and now I've used it all and I can't find anymore. Sesame Street. Sesame Street that no longer needs to be funded by the public. I know it moved over to HBO, but there was some article that Public Broadcasting Company, well, that's PBS. I don't know, some piece of this was no longer going to need donor support, which I thought was interesting. Oh, this looks like a cool book. Woods Natural History. This is really, I really like this cover. Now, this feels like it would be the kind of book that has chippy paper. This is the New Illustrated Natural History, copiously illustrated with an ample index. But where's the year? Is that because this, oh, it says Chicago. I was gonna say if it were European, well, maybe there's a age in the back. I don't know, I'm gonna have to Google it because I feel like there might be some value in this book. And look at these, from what you can see of these, it is copiously illustrated. This is a great book, you guys. Oh, what was that? Oh, birds. I love birds. Kind of like the precursor to the nature guides we have today. That is fantastic. Why won't you tell me how old you are? Should I do a Google search right now so we can all know how old this is? So I'm just going to Google and taking a picture. All right, here's somebody else that has it for sale on eBay. 30 bucks. Okay, so not as much as maybe I was hoping for. But still, if we consider that technically this box is about, you know, I paid about $15 for it, okay. But does it say, it doesn't say how old it is. So I guess I need to do a deeper dive some other time. But yeah, that's, now this would also make a great journal cover, but it'd be a super big journal, wouldn't it? Those are harder to fill, I feel like. Bidwick, The Big-Hearted Moose. ABC 123. Yeah, these books are great, but they are in a little bit, you know, they need some cleaning, to be sure. Now this one's a beautiful cover, but it's in really rough shape. So something was spilled on it at some point in time, but the popular series, don't know what else it's supposed to say. Let's see if it says on the inside. Super brittle paper. The Millionaire Tramp, or Exiled by Crime. Bound in extra English silk cloth, embossed in ink and gold. Okay, well, I just wanted to see what the year was. Okay, this one's actually called The Railroad Detective, The Crime of the Midnight Express, 1886. Is it like the precursor to Murder on the Orient Express? So it's got some bookworm. You figure that's bookworm action? All those holes. I really kind of would like to not think about that. German? Something in German? 1873. Oh, look at that, you guys. I love that. It is German. And is it a Bible? I think it might be a New Testament. Yes, New Testament. 1860. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now see this, I don't know that I can take apart a Bible. So this may just go in my personal collection. I have been given several old family Bibles from people that have died in my family. And so I would be honored to add that to my collection of those. All right, here's a pretty nondescript book. And, oh, Abraham Lincoln. The first American, Abraham Lincoln, the first American. 1916. So nothing too special about that except for the age. Oh, another German religious pamphlet with beautiful pictures. So it looks like we've got Mary and Martha. Maria and Martha. It's beautiful, you guys. Now this I could take apart just because it's not actual scripture. 1899, possibly. But yeah, I love, for some reason, all of the German books that I have found, the font is like this same font, and it's just beautiful. Not to mention the pictures are beautiful. Girl Scout Handbook. Awesome. Look at that. Now, okay, well, it's obviously well used, but look at the stitching. Okay. Let's see if we've got a year. $1947. I love this so much. You guys, and you've seen I've gotten Girl Scout badges or patches, and I've gotten like recent ones, like in the last 10 years I found a bag of them. But you get back into like my time period in the 80s, man, those things are expensive. The badges, patches, whatever. So that's a nice little piece of memorabilia. We have a little pamphlet for Bible tract. German calendar for 1905. Is it? Please tell me it is. That's a beautiful cover though, isn't it? I mean, it's in rough shape. That's the cover. Does it have advertisement on the back? It does. Oh, and there's an indexed advertisement. So this thing's, oh my gosh, you guys. Little treasure. So yes, it does have advertisements, but does it have calendar pages? It's got history. Maybe calendar is not right. Maybe it's like an almanac. This kind of looks almanac-y. I was hoping it was going to be like a diary, but yeah, okay. So it does have a calendar in the front. Not quite what I was hoping for. I mean, it's still awesome. Don't get me wrong. It's 1905 for heaven's sakes, but yes, I've come across like daily calendars, and I was really hoping this would be like that. But it does have beautiful illustrations and of course beautiful font. But yeah, only the beginning of that was a calendar. So this, it's got to be an almanac, right? Based on all those other things in it. Oh, hey, we have another handbook. Is this one newer than the other one? 1940, older. Not as many pictures. But cool all the same. A souvenir brochure. Another one is, what is that? I guess another, oh, it says on the cover, replica of one of the copper sun discs found in the funeral mound. So the Macon Plateau. So we have Cahokia Mounds close to me. So perhaps this is a similar kind of situation. Oh, okay, for one thing, I collect these, and I'm working on my collection. I've never seen the venomous animals one before. So this one, of course, will have to go into my collection. But look at that. I love these, you guys. And this particular cover is the generation of these books that I prefer. What year is it? It's probably not the oldest one. It isn't. This is 1989. But I like them because each of them have a different solid color. It's very uniform looking. The older ones are cool and are actually, I told myself I would always keep the oldest one that I could find of it just because of the value. But ultimately, I prefer that. All right, now we've got a I have to imagine this might be kind of boring for you guys to watch this. I guess we'll see. We'll see how many views we get. This is Capper's Farmer for September 1939. So a magazine that's just demolished and just pieces. Oh, so it's from a bunch of different, because there's December 1940. So there's a ton of Firestone ads in this. I don't know what kind of magazine this would have been. Oh, well, a farmer's magazine. So you get kind of these kind of ads, fertilizer. Well, heck, I like my old magazines for the ads. So, and this would be wartime. Oh, well, now we've got some just random, where am I going to put this? Some random, maybe from a calendar. Or maybe from a magazine. I don't know. Here's a newspaper. Look at the color on that. This is the Litchfield News Herald, December 31st, 1970. So 5 years older than me. Let's see if there's anything else in this random pile of papers. Nope. All right. Ugh. All right, this is promising. I like little books like this. It is something treasure. Oh, it looks like it's a prayer book. Oh, someone's notes. Either their sermon notes or prayer notes. Instructions. Okay, so it is, let me go back to the beginning. Sunday morning prayer. Okay, well, I don't know what denomination this is from. I can't see any kind of identifying marks on it. But it does have some litany in it, which would make me think it could possibly be Lutheran, like the other things that we found in the last box. More German. Well, I'm definitely got enough. This is from 1884. Definitely have enough German printed paper now. It looks like all the other German printed paper. I don't see any images, and I cannot gather from it what subject matter that is. Oh, and some more. Oh. These might have some value. They are from, it's printed in Germany, of course. And if it's got the year on here, I don't know what it is. But it is got some illustrations in it, at least. So, would anybody ever just sit and get their Google Translator out and read this? I don't know. Now, my daughter, Gracie, takes German. She will be in her 3rd year of German. So perhaps she would find some interest in some of these things. Oh man, that magazine is all over my lap now. All right. Oh, awesome. A Webster's Collegiate Dictionary. These are fantastic. Please let it be an illustrated dictionary. It is. So this is an easy flip, and it makes great collage. It makes great ephemera packs, all kinds of cool stuff you can do that. But I love the ones that are illustrated. And I like the ones that have the cutouts too. This is from really? Well, I don't know when this is from. So it's old. We'll just say that. Okay, this looks like this has been in some water. Book of Wrinkles. Okay, well, but what are these little treasures here? Signals and indicators, alarm for mill door. We have just some old kind of letters here. Maybe some calculations, just numbers. More numbers. Cool. Is this just a plain piece of paper? Well, maybe this is just a plain piece of paper. Like stationery from back in the day. So what is this book? The Book of Wrinkles, a collection of handy labor-saving devices and ideas for the use of millers and millwrights. Wow. From 1912. Okay, well, I like the illustrations in that. The book itself is in horrible condition. Well, I'm only at, oh no, I was recording some before. Well, shoot, I don't know how long I was going before. So just a little memo book. The new pet milk. That's a cool little brochure from 1934. Call of the Wild. That's cute. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Yes, yes indeed. So a little, oh, a photo wallet to hold 16 photos. Oh, I love these. You guys know I love these little memo books. Victory Duo Stitch. Awesome. Oh, wow. Well, this is like a little book. Almost looks, you know, handmade. Woodland Voices, Wordsworth. The cover is separated from the book. But look at the inscription on there. The font, or the handwriting. Reward of Merit. Well, it's a little Johnny Habonk by Anna Lewis Teacher. Oh, that's beautiful. And then some ukulele music. Nice. It's very easy to use music paper. Oh, I'm feeling like the rest of this needs to be a different video. Okay, so I'm going to, these videos are a mess, you guys. Is anybody enjoying these videos? I mean, I'm just showing, I mean, I guess that's what haul videos are, right? But sometimes I'm like, I'm having fun, but maybe I'm the only one. I don't know. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop this video because there's only so much you can handle of looking at books in one video. But I am gonna finish this box. So I know I said I was gonna do something different for the next video, but I am gonna finish this box at least, and before I do that one. So hang in there. I don't have any new crafty things to do yet. And I can't do my other kind of filming because my device that I got to do that is stuck in the room behind the boxes of this stuff. I've kind of put myself into a corner, and I don't know, hopefully there's other people out there like me that just love watching hauls. I love, you know, if I find a vintage haul, I love watching it. I'm that sentimental. So hopefully some of you are too, and you're enjoying this. But let's do some nostalgic TV trivia before we end things today. Let's hope it's better than the last card. All right, you ready? Fred and Lamont operated a junkyard on what series? On which soap opera did Elizabeth Taylor appear? Do I have something on my face? I feel like I keep seeing something shining. Name Sky King's plane. What kind of advice was given on the show Hollywood Backstage? What Arizona outpost was the setting for the adventures of Rin Tin Tin? What kind of antique auto did Jack Benny own? Sorry, my low battery, I gotta plug in after this. Eve Arden portrayed Miss Connie Brooks on what series? Whose comedy sketches were featured as Freddie the Freeloader? All right, Fred and Lamont operated a junkyard in what series? Sanford and Son, right? Good Times kept coming up in my mind, but I think it was Sanford and Son. On which soap opera did Elizabeth Taylor appeared? Was it when she was a kid or was it older? So I'm going to say Dynasty. Name Sky King's plane. Did he name it after himself? Sky King? What kind of advice was given on the show Hollywood Backstage? I don't know. Was it like singing advice, or is it smile? Smile, you're on camera? You know, I don't know. No clue. What Arizona outpost was the setting for the adventures of Rin Tin Tin? No idea. Unless it was like Tombstone, Arizona, you know, that kind of thing. I don't know. What kind of antique auto did Jack Benny own? I have a couple of new books that are old autos. But I don't know my old autos. Let's just say there was one called the Packard. That was like a brand, though. I think like Chrysler is a brand. I'm going to say the Packard. Eve Arden, it's probably like a Model T Ford. Eve Arden portrayed Miss Connie Brooks on which series, or on what series? Wasn't it just Miss Connie Brooks was the name of the series? I don't think I realized that was Eve Arden, though. Whose comedy sketches were featured as Freddie the Freeloader? I'm going to say Red Skelton because I don't have any idea. All right, Fred and Lamont operated a junkyard in what series? Sanford and Son. Oh, it's daytime. It's a daytime soap. On what soap opera did Elizabeth Taylor appear? General Hospital. Name Sky King's plane. The Songbird. What kind of advice was given on the show Hollywood Backstage? Beauty tips, of course. What Arizona outpost was the setting for the adventures of Rin Tin Tin? Fort Apache. What kind of antique auto did Jack Benny own? A Maxwell. I have seen ads for Maxwell's, so okay. Eve Arden portrayed Miss Connie Brooks on what series? Our Miss Brooks. Oh, I'm going to take a point for that, even though I was not technically correct. And whose comedy sketches were featured as Freddie the Freeloader? It is Red Skelton. Yay! Okay, so I got Sanford and Son, Our Miss Brooks, and Red Skelton. So that's kind of average for me. Let me know how you did in the comments. And I don't know, you guys. it's never good to beg your audience for feedback, especially when you're only wanting positive feedback. But I hope that you're seeing things in this that maybe you've never seen before, or it's just interesting and nostalgic. And because I love that stuff. And I promise there will be, someday we'll get through these, but I need the content to get the paycheck. And I'm enjoying it. And I guess it's my channel, so I should enjoy what I'm doing. But if there was a favorite, if you ever see something in these videos that you think is really cool, let me know. So hopefully I'm figuring out how to get these videos out to those of us that are like-minded in this. I realize that some of you have stuck around from the Temu days, but probably not very many. So thank you. I appreciate that. And if you know other people that might enjoy this kind of content, pass it along. But thank you so much for your comments, your thumbs, your subscriptions, your views, all of that stuff. And thank you to my members. And I know your time is valuable and you could spend it doing so many other things. So I really appreciate when you stop by for a chat. All right, wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Bye.